Hello students, so let's go for the next topic, that is volume manager. So what is a volume manager? So suppose you have a computer, you have 8 GB space, think that you have 8 GB of space in your computer. You have to utilize that 8 GB of space or disk space, we say, okay, we have to utilize it to a maximum extent, okay. So your disk space should not be wasted, okay, or you say it should not be underutilized. So managing the disk space is done by this volume manager. So what happened in earlier days? In the earlier days, disk drives appeared to the operating system as a number of continuous disk blocks. Okay, the entire disk drive, which was allocated to the file system or any other data entity, was used by the operating system or the application. So it was in the earlier days. So they have used disk drives. All these disk drives appear to the operating system as a continuous block of disk blocks. Okay. So there were many disadvantages because of having this kind of arrangement. So the main disadvantage was the lack of flexibility. So what is that lack of flexibility means? So when a disk drive ran out of space, there was no easy way to extend the file system size. Okay, so suppose you had a space of 8 GB and you wanted some extra 2 GB of space. Okay, so you were not able to extend the disk capacity, okay, in earlier days. So that was one of the main disadvantage. Another disadvantage is, as the storage capacity of the disk drive increased, the allocating the disk drive for the file system often resulted in underutilization of storage capacity. So sometimes, due to the management difficulties, so this whatever you have, the space you have, maybe 8 GB of space, but sometimes underutilization of storage capacity was happened in the earlier days. To solve all these problems, so there were many different disadvantages because of this kind of arrangement. Okay, so that's why they had a solution for this. Okay, so later nowadays what we use is logical volume managers. So slowly the evolution of logical volume managers happened, and this logical volume managers enabled the dynamic extension of file system capacity and efficient storage management. So using this logic, why we need this logical volume managers? Logical volume managers, if you have, you can easily extend the file system capacity, and also you can efficiently store the or manage the storage space. Okay, so that is the use of logical volume manager. So this a practical example, if you are going to take, you may have done disk partitioning in your system. So that is the one of the usage of logical volume manager. Okay. So here, what is an LVM or logical volume manager? The definition for LVM is, it is a software that runs on the computer system and manages logical and physical storage. Okay, so that is the main definition of LVM or logical volume manager. So LVM or a logical volume manager is itself a software that runs on the computer system and manages logical and physical storage. So where this LVM lies? LVM lies between the file system and the disk, physical disk. Okay, so it is an intermediate layer between the file system and the physical disk. So you might think, what is a file system? So if you don't have a file system, you cannot control your data on your computer. Okay, so actually this file system is a it itself is a, again, the software. It controls how to store the data or how to retrieve the data. So you have many different examples for file system. Maybe you have a disk file system, tape file system, or database file system, transactional file system, network file system. So different types of file system you have. So all this, why you need this, all these file system? File system controls the data that is being stored and how it is being treated. So all this work, where to store the data or how you can retrieve the data. So all these are being done by file system. Okay, so LVM is a layer between the file system and the physical disk. So LVM can partition a larger capacity disk into virtual smaller capacity volumes, and it's also called as partitioning. So in this particular example, if you are going to see here, you can see the particular diagram. We have a computer, okay, or we call it as a host. So host has its own capacity. Capacity, you can see here, or the storage space is being represented here. It's like just like a disk, you can see. There are 1, 2, 3 different storage disks, okay, and you want to suppose here this is actually the logical volume they have considered. Okay, so you can see here below this logical volume you can see the physical volume. So this, what is the physical volume? Physical volume is nothing but the actual disk space you have in your computer. Maybe if you have 8 GB of disk space, that 8 GB is the actual physical volume existing in your computer. So suppose you want to create two different operating systems. So that time what you are going to do, you are going to partition your disk. You are going to allocate some memory or some storage to one particular operating system and other uh, volume to the other operating system. So there the usage of partitioning comes. Right? So the LVM can partition a larger capacity disk into smaller capacity volumes so that you can use it in a efficient manner. That smaller capacity volumes you can use it for creating different OS. Okay, so that is one just an example how you are going to use partitioning. Okay. So here you can see that you have an existing physical volume which can be divided into number of logical volumes. So this is done by logical volume manager. The partitioning is being done by logical volume manager. Similarly, you have several physical volumes. You can see in the next diagram, that is physical volumes you have. Maybe you have here 2 GB. First disk is having capacity of 2 GB. Next 2 GB. Next 2 GB you have. So separately you have physical volumes. Now if you want to concatenate all these volumes or all these physical volumes, if you want to aggregate, you can do it, okay, using logical volume manager, so that you will be getting. So if I say here 2 GB plus 2 GB plus 2 GB, you'll finally you will be having 6 GB of space, so which can be used by your computer. So what is when this volume, physical volumes may be existing in different computers. Okay, so you are going to buy this physical volumes, okay, and you are going to concatenate and you are going to form into a single logical volume, and you are going to use it for your uh, applications, okay, in your computer. So that is possible only if you have logical volume manager. So a logical volume manager aggregates several smaller disks to form a larger virtual volume. This process is called concatenation. So logical volume manager can perform two tasks mainly, that is, one is partitioning and another one is concatenation. So disk partitioning was introduced to improve the flexibility and utilization of disk drives. So this is the main usage of LVM, having a LVM. So in partitioning, a disk drive is divided into logical containers called logical volumes. So if we see the figure in 1.7, so this is a figure you have. So now let us see what is concatenation. So concatenation is the process of grouping several physical drives and presenting them to the host as one single big logical volume. So this is concatenation. You can refer a particular figure for this disk partitioning and concatenation in next slide. And now let us see what are the main components of LVM or Logical Volume Manager. So LVM is mainly divided into three components. So first you have physical volumes, and next above that layer you will be having volume groups, and above that you will be having logical logical volumes. Okay. This is this particular diagram we can see in the next coming slide. So here, what is physical volume? So now let us see what is a physical volume. Each physical disk connected to the host system is called a physical volume. So you have to understand that physical volume is nothing but the existing storage capacity of your system. Okay. So this is a volume that is being connected to the host system. Okay. So you are not going to create this physical volume, or you cannot think this physical volume as a logical volume. Physical volume is nothing but the existing one, actually existing disk space that is present in your system. Okay. Next you have what is meant by volume group. So volume group is being created by grouping together one or more physical volumes. Okay. The unique physical volume identifier, or we call it as PVID, is being assigned to each of the physical volume when it is initialized for use by the LVM. So when you are saying, for example, when you are going to do partitioning, so when you are doing a partitioning, you should have the actual physical volume first. So this partitioning is being done on the physical volume, and you are going to divide that disk space into equal volumes. Okay, physical volume. So this physical volumes, when it is being divided, you are going to assign the identifier for each of the disk spaces. Okay. So we will be saying the first volume has physical volume as PVID1. Next you will be having PVID2, 3, like this. So it will be having unique IDs uh, for the physical volume. So this physical volume identifier is assigned by the LVMs, or logical volume manager. So that is the task of a logical volume manager. So each physical volume is partitioned into equal sized data blocks called physical extents when the volume group is being created. So you can imagine this disk partitioning when you are, for example, when you are going to do disk partitioning in the case of uh, when you are going to install two operating systems in the same computer. So that time you have to do disk partitioning first. You have to allocate the space for each of the operating systems. So this thing is called done by logical volume managers. Okay. So let us see what is a logical volume. Logical volumes are created within the given volume group. Okay, you can see in this diagram where the logical volume exists. Okay, so below that you have physical volume. So above physical volume you have logical volume. So this logical volume is being created, or means you are saying here in case of partitioning, you are saying this as a logical volume. These are being created within the given volume group. Okay. A logical volume can be thought of as a disk partition, whereas a volume group can be thought of a disk. So it can be, this logical volume can be thought of as the disk that is being partitioned, or sometimes you can say this complete logical volume as single disk. So that is about logical volume. And next you have host. Okay, host is where the person is going to sit. Okay, so So you have a system, you may be interacting with the host. So this is about host. Below that you have logical volume.